Welcome to Tuesday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
And I got back just in time.
Welcome back. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Well, hey, we've had 2 early games in a row. We'll have to see. This works out pretty well. But anyways, we'll let Vel get to her journal entry, and then we'll get right back into the evening's activities.
I tried to reach Jace. Nothing. Reached out to Auntie. She seems overwhelmed. We met a man named Quaid. Seems to really believe that Douglas is the man behind all the undead. It had a silver tongue to talk his way out of anything. I could see the part about talking his way out of anything, but the boss is convinced that they're being framed. Quaid gave Amelia and I some silver weapons in exchange for a promise that we'd try to find his necromancer. For someone so distrustful, he sure was trusting. Might have marked the weapons he gave us to track them later. Other than that, I guess I stole Zoop's crayons. Why was he put on tailing me and not Fumble? Because we weren't told what Misfit did yet, so that's all I got.
No, it's all good. All right, so go ahead, divvy your inspiration as you will.
Already have.
Excellent. All right, so where we kind of left off, you guys are getting into more of like the dusk evening hours at this point now. Not really getting a great number of leads. We definitely determined which way is town, so that we confirmed that up. However, it's seemingly he never had been to the north of town, so always another place you could potentially check. You had a wonderful time tricking Zoop. You guys went to the Adventure Brothers, saw a little bit of aggression, and your wonderful swordsman planted one of his teleportation items in the store, just in case you wanted to go ahead and steal that gate piece that seemingly was purchased for a significant sum of money by some entity known as BWLTD. So with that, I believe all of you had regathered back together with Douglas, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
and
right.
she had ungumballed.
Mm-hmm. So you also have that wonderful thing to potentially deal with as well. But it seems for the moment you are at least safe. What you want to do?
Well, because the thought crossed my mind, I would like to investigate the swords I was given to make sure there's nothing weird going on with them.
Sure.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Roll let's call it a Arcana check.
Arcana. Would I get any bonuses for being familiar with smithing?
Nothing that Arcana wouldn't already delve out to you.
Yeah, that was close.
You look, they're inscribed with like a blessing. Not specifically magical, but no, other than that, they're just
just like
silver
a prayer
swords
on the side. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would do that.
Other than that, that seems about it.
Cool. That's all I wanted. My doubts have been dissuaded. Well, it's getting nightfall, I guess. Well, Doug, you
All right, I'm back.
feel anybody casting anything yet, or still too early?
He kind of feels out in each direction. No, nothing yet. It'll probably be, well, I don't know if it would be today anyways, but if it did, it typically happens at night. Very rarely has it ever happened not at night.
I really don't want to do this. Should we talk to the people who hired us?
It probably would be a good idea.
And no one's done that yet.
No, I think we all got a bit carried away with the competition.
Vash will just kind of sit at this point. Well, at least no one from this group.
Well,
The
let's go
freaking
have a chat with him, shall we?
That mustached asshole's gonna be in there. I really don't want to see him again. I don't know. I imagine that guy with a mustache. I don't know why.
Oh,
That-
he's got one. It's not
okay.
just a mustache, but it's a pretty nice mustache. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to keep an eye on Douglas?
Yeah, Doug, sure, let's hang out.
Where can we keep him that's safe? We can't just keep him in town.
And
Yeah, we good at climbing trees.
I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at climbing trees. I'm not bad at climbing trees either.
Good enough.
Oh, right, hold on, I forgot. Serena had taken him aside and gave him a disguise.
Oh yeah, you were gonna do it. Did you ever make your roll?
I did not.
All right, go ahead and roll a disguise kit roll. And what are you trying to make him look like?
We're not going to go with anything too extravagant. We're going to basically change the color of his horns and his skin tone that's visible. He's wearing a lot of clothing, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
What color?
Yeah, because right now his skin is a light purple and his hair is white.
Skin tone is a light purple. Well, we could darken it. I mean, we'll just make him a sibling of Misfit. We'll go for a dark blue. So there'll be two
We are
dark blue.
brothers now.
You definitely have the makeup to do it. Sorry, so you're gonna go for dark blue. You kind of can blacken the horns a little bit if you want.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps add some gold markings.
Sure. All right, roll your check. Does anyone assist give advantage?
It would be charisma plus proficiency, right?
Did Serena convey this, or did she just take this?
She had pulled him off to the side, and I believe everyone knew what she was up to. Because if I recall correctly, it's like, hold on, I've got something for this, and then she grabbed him and took him off.
Sounds about right. So do you go assist and give aid?
Yeah.
All right, so you go help with the disguise application.
Can I take a nap for an hour?
Do you want to take a nap for an hour?
Yes.
Okay. Well, how long is this makeup thing gonna take? I assume it's gonna be like a 20-minute affair.
Yeah, with two of them, it's not that
fair.
bad.
All right, Vash, we'll go talk.
Full
we'll go
body?
find a-
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I go to anime conventions. It takes a while.
Yeah. No, it's gonna take hours.
A full body, yes, would take much longer.
Even full face, just to change color.
We're just doing like hands and face.
face and hands. Yeah.
And
It's
horns.
gonna take an hour still.
Okay.
So
I
you
guess
probably have some time.
so. Misfit's gonna take a nap. Douglas is there with them too. That leaves Marius, Vash, and I. Marius, do you want to go talk to the people who hired us?
He's
You're
getting
drinking coffee.
Nope, he's reading a book. All right, Vash, it's you and me. Let's go meet the mustache man.
I'll go ahead and link everyone up as and then they go to wander
How
off
do you know
to-
they have a mustache?
I'm just assuming because he seemed really grumpy.
Hmm.
And people who are grumpy tend to be in charge.
Mustaches?
No, he just had a mustache. The thing about him that I noticed was he's grumpy
Grumpy people have mustaches. Got it.
and are in charge.
We'll keep everyone in touch.
Yeah. All right, Sebastian, I go do that.
All right. So you guys head over to like the main city hall type building they have.
Pretty much.
Given the hour of the day, roll a D100. By some random luck, as you guys managed to get over there, they seem to be in session at the moment. They all seem to be present. So yeah, so you get there. There's a couple of guards outside, nothing too crazy. A couple people working inside.
Just I go up to the receptionist, I guess.
Yes.
This is going to be complicated, but Tipsy Fox here to deal with the necromancer. We showed up in town late today.
He's kind of look at you. Hold on 1 moment. Looks in her book. Kind of flips the page back twice. Don't show that we're expecting anyone from Tipsy Fox in, other than the group that's already here. Do you have your paperwork?
Probably should have asked for that. Could I have asked for that? I would have been smart enough to ask for that. Can I say I have that?
Would Misfit actually hand it over?
Would you have given it to me?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Very important documents.
I will pay you 2 beans for those documents.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain. I'll take the beans. Yeah, I'll take the beans.
Okay, you can take your beans back. I will take
Very
them
persuasive.
off my character sheet. Yeah, right here.
I see. Very well. 1 moment. And she gets up and she's going to walk off into the other room for a minute.
You think that Zoop forged those documents with crayon?
I don't think anyone would accept documents in crayon.
Yeah, so then, like, how'd they get through this? Did they really get assigned to this? Do people in Central, like, not tell each other what each group's up to? Is that
I don't
how it
really
works?
know much about this group, to be honest.
You think it's sabotage?
No, I think what he told Serena and the boss makes sense. But I mean, it's still a dick move.
I can't stand it. I know he planned it. It's sabotage.
But, like, he seems so stupid.
Oh, I mean, I could understand wanting to be promoted, but yeah, it is kind of strange.
Nash, could you do 13 jobs in 3 weeks?
I mean, I guess it depends on the jobs.
Could you do 13 of our jobs in 3 weeks?
God, no, it'd take us 13 days just to... You know what? Sometimes 2 days feels like 13 days. It's hard to say it back and forth.
Don't even remind me of what we went through in Olivia. And then they just went back on the road immediately. They didn't even think about taking a day off. These guys are crazy, right?
I mean, you don't always need it, and then you watch the woman come back out. All right, this way. They'll see you briefly. You have 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
As you walk in, you see a total of 5 people currently sitting in the council chamber, a circular sitting. And they kind of look up. Yes, come in. There is a woman who's kind of dressed in like nicer, like merchant's clothing. There is a older gentleman who is currently sitting there in blue robes. There is a halfling with very messed up hair who almost looks like he's wearing just like nicer farmer attire. There is the man with the mustache sitting there in his not armor. The main guard that you guys had seen previously.
Uh-huh.
And then there's also a dwarf. Looks a little bit rough and dirty, but he's dressed up too.
Okay. So it's an undead problem. Do you have locations where they've been appearing most frequently?
As you kind of sit there, the guard captain will kind of look over. Well, there's something we need to kind of address first. Unfortunately, or more confusingly, there is already another group assigned here who's been receiving aid. I don't remember requesting a second group.
Yeah, because you didn't.
I see. And kind of looks with some of you not being present. We have reason to believe that some of your compatriots might be assisting this necromancer.
Based on.
We have many different sources of information.
I mean, that sounds like you have nothing. Either get specific or don't even mention it.
Unfortunately, it's not really much of your call currently. I would remind you where you are.
Yep, I'm in a town in a valley that's being plagued by undead, offering help and being refused and being told off for it.
It's not your willingness, it's the authenticity of your actions, and we need to be very careful as to who's doing what here. So, I'll tell you what, we can have your paperwork sorted out and checked, and if everything checks out, why don't you guys come back in the morning around 7 o'clock? That's when we open up. Just try to get here before lunch.
Fine.
He just kind of sits there. Do you say anything to the other 4 members?
Hang on. It was a half-elf, a merchant lady, a
Human woman, older human caster-looking guy.
blue.
Yep, male halfling, male dwarf, and then the male captain of the guard.
And the rest of you are fine with just waiting for tomorrow?
Yes.
When, and I'll like point gesture to the sky.
The scholar-looking man kind of looks over. That one's a little bit even out of our reach, I'd have to say. But how about this? While this gets looked into just to sort out this mess, why don't you sync up with the other group from Tipsy Fox and perhaps sort this out? Maybe this can be brought to a close sooner than later.
Do you know where they were staying?
Yes, and he will kind of note over, forget, hold on one sec, I can tell you what it is. Let me get the shenanigans.
It was like a 3-word N.
It's like the Rusty Tankard Inn or something, I want to say.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Rusty Tankard Inn.
Rusty Tankard Inn? Yeah, so that's the same place you're staying as well. Do keep that in mind.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm playing ignorant.
Mhm.
I'm kind of familiar with dwarvish culture. Is he wearing like any symbols of like a clan I would recognize?
Roll a history check.
Oh boy, I love these. Oh, man.
Nothing that sticks out. You haven't really seen, I mean, you haven't been here a great deal of time. You haven't seen too many dwarfs, though.
Yeah.
While you're doing that real quick,
Yeah.
while someone is getting ready for their nap, Misfit, you get a message back. Why would you tell me this? No. Right, I'll call you back.
With my life.
And then it goes.
Wait,
Trust
did you?
Becca with my life. She will know what to do.
Okay.
You gotta love the sendings out of nowhere, don't you?
Oh, well,
Um,
said it a while ago. I was just waiting until I got a chance to do it.
Well, could you at least let us know if they've been on the outskirts of town, far away from town, within town? Are they swarms? Are they individuals? What are we expecting here?
As you get to that point, you watch as the wizard-looking guy kind of looks over. I believe what you're looking for is he. And he has been located out in the woods. That is our main focus.
So,
Our
no undead?
Our intelligence, if you are so inclined to look, puts him somewhere in the northwestern region of the valley.
Northwestern region. I'll like mark it on my map.
He looks down at a piece of paper and confirm the location.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Alright.
A little creakly too. It's strange.
Well, I guess we'll see you in the morning then.
All right. With that, the only woman sits there. All right. With that, this meeting's adjourned. She hits her little gavel, and they all kind of stand up and start going off in their own directions. Vash looks at me.
No, before he says anything, I just put my finger up and I'm gonna point at him to send him a message, and the message is just like, so they really just don't know what they're dealing with either, do they?
You are mentally linked.
Oh, we are mentally linked, but I still send a message.
He'll be like, oh, by the way, remember, we're mentally linked. You don't have to point at me anymore. You're just drawing more attention. Put your finger down. Looks over. So, something's kind of dicey here, but I mean, I could potentially see why they don't trust us.
I mean, yeah, we didn't get here first, that's for sure.
I'm a little bit worried, though. They don't trust us. Why would they so freely tell us where we're going?
Hey,
Maybe we should get back to the others.
you know what, Vash? Since you have such great ideas of doing that, why don't you mentally tell them everything we just heard?
Sure. And then he'll kind of fill everyone in on the happenings as they're walking back. You kind of interrupt Misfit in his nap. You still get your rest though. You don't even have to be asleep. You just have to be catnapping.
Something certainly seems odd about that.
Why did the wizard have Zoop's map? That's what I want to know. It was a crumply piece of paper. I don't imagine a wizard like him would crumple up his own paper on purpose.
Well, it's
mysterious ways.
how it had been crumpled and then uncrumpled and you tried to flatten out with your hands.
Yeah, very, very kindergarten energy.
Yep.
Well, I suppose even if it is a dead end, Northwest is a place we can start searching.
Serena, Northwest is where we told them to go.
Oh, Phil. Slow down. Behind us.
Are you gonna make me perception this?
Yeah, of course I am. I mean, you know it's behind you, so it helps your DC.
Wait, no, I should have a +3. Hang on. That should be a. Oh, it's because I clicked the. I have it on the label button, and I guess it doesn't reset when you update your modifiers.
Nope, you gotta redrag it in there.
Unless Vash wants to give me guild advantage, that's a 9.
He'll just assist you, so he sits there. Kind of look back, you don't see anything at first. He's like, over there by the side of the building, you see a small humanoid seems to be following you.
Like, halfling size, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
With messy hair. Looks like a farmer.
Well, he's got like a little cloak and hood up at the moment, but he fits the bill.
How good are you at sneakily throwing your daggers around?
Just depends. I don't like have to yell to throw them.
All right. I'm gonna like, because we're walking by like alleyways, right?
Yeah.
I am going to use my dagger, my Vash dagger, and I'm going to try to like stealthily just kick it into an alleyway so he can, because he can go to them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just
You just
try
like
to.
toss it to the side.
Yeah, I'll just like unhook it and then just kick it with my foot down an alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
At least enough.
When you see him start to approach that alley, just teleport to that dagger and nab him, huh?
Sure.
And I'll keep walking as normal. Not trying to lose him. I'm not trying to lose him.
He sits there. As you get to the next part, Vash starts going off to the right.
Mm. I'll see if you can find any apples. I've been having a craving lately.
All right. So he kind of starts veering off. You watch the other one continues to kind of follow you. And then after about 30 seconds after Vash is gone, excuse me, miss?
I'll stop and turn.
He kind of like, not into like an alley, but he gets behind something so he's not like super visible on the street, like a little shed or something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I speak with you? And he kind of lifts his hood and shows you it is the guy from the council.
I'll like gesture into a certain way and I'll meet him.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so as you take your time to get over to him. Glad I catch up with you. I agree with you. I don't think that it's the necromancer either.
I never said I didn't think that.
Of course you did. Douglas is a good kid. And there's something you could look into that might be more useful. It's in the same direction, so it doesn't bring you out of your way. There recently, in the last 2 days, was a murder at a farm a little bit more west than northwest. I would go start there and take a look. There's more to it than they're leading on, but I don't think I've been given all the information. But you're an outsider, so... Besides, Oh, nothing. A lot of my friends that I've had over the years are Tipsy Fox.
Right. And what's the other group doing? Do you know where they sent them off to?
They're hunting the necromancer like the job states, but I'm telling you, that's not what's going on. There has to be something more.
Well,
But I know that farm has something to do with it.
farm to the west. Is it better to go at the night or in the morning?
I don't know. I would say sooner is better than later, but the night can be dangerous around here. It's always safer in the daylight, but...
So, also, the thing that's really bothering me right now is why does everybody think it's a necromancer if no one's telling us that they've seen an undead?
Because of all the stories, everyone grew up here on the stories. have to see, Douglas has lived in this valley for well over 100 years. He's older than everyone in this town. That's why. I know he looks young, but he's really much older. But he's always been friendly. I do think he may dabble in necromancy a bit, but from what I understand, it's just to help spirits, to pass on, to cope with their existence.
Why aren't they calling him a priest?
It's a little bit more complicated than that. But please, gotta clear his name. I have a feeling if we can't clear his name, it would be very bad for him.
Kind of hard to clear a name of a man who's had literal legends spread about him, don't you think?
I don't know, I think there's more like me out there that leave, but when you have certain people that just plain don't like him, it's gonna be hard to convince a lot of the townsfolk.
Mustache man.
He just kind of nods at you.
Alright, well... I'll let my team know, and don't
I gotta
worry,
go.
our boss thinks like you do. You don't have to worry about us.
I gotta go. I can't be seen talking to you.
Yeah, by the way, there's a guy in heavy plate mail sneaking up behind you right now.
Ah, he almost had. I got him! All right, you talk.
He talked. Put him down.
Oh. I pinned him to the ground. I'll let him up. Sorry about that. Honest mistake.
Well, yeah,
and then
you're
he
not very,
he
not very
runs off.
sneaky.
He's a farmer. He's not a halfling. Well,
Yeah,
he's not a rogue. He's a halfling.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Alright.
he just books it off down the road.
All right, guys, we got a spot to look into.
Hmm.
Farm west of town, recent murder, might know something.
A mysterious murder in a farm.
In?
A bit cliche, but it's a start point.
Good work, Phil. You will receive 2 biscuits tonight.
Oh wow,
That's
two biscuits. Well, maybe
No,
if you pulled your
you earn those
Hey.
biscuits.
if you pulled your weight, maybe you'd get 3.
All right, so you guys making your way back to go sync up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna meet at the west gate, and I'm gonna bring the cart around because I haven't gotten it drunk yet.
Marius, roll a D100 for me real quick.
Amelia, we're going to need a name for him. What do you think? Well, he can't go by his normal name. That's going to draw too much suspicion.
Oh, before I forget too, what about the shard? The gate shard.
That's out of our pay grade. Forget about it.
I checked in with the guild to see what they want us to do. So if we get permission, we have permission, and if we don't get permission, then they can't blame us for it.
That's like a big deal.
Yeah, and you know what, Vash? We're not big deals.
If you can get it, I can consider.
If I recall, you failed to get promoted, so shut up and stay in your lane.
Ouch.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Ow.
How do we don't become big deals if we don't do big deal things.
That's why no one will remember our name if we don't.
You say it to him, he holds his composure, but he just kind of gives you this look.
Yeah, the look of like, whoa, I thought we were friends. Wait, what was that? Like that kind of look.
Like he almost, you can almost feel like the emotional wall building up. Like,
Valid chill.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. I don't care about the end of the world.
What makes you think I don't care about the end of the world?
Because you're an elf and you've lived forever.
all right, I'm gonna go make sure we weren't followed, and he just kind of like walks off.
That just shows that you don't really know very much about me. If I didn't care about the end of the world, I wouldn't exactly be here, would I?
At this point, you just hear kind of giggling from across the room. They are quite funny, aren't they, Trevor? He just holds the hand that's on his shoulder. So, what can I do to help? I can be a part of the solution.
This Douglas asking? Well, you're going to come with us and help us on this investigation. You're the one who's most attuned to this type of magic. You may be able to pick up something that the rest of us can't.
Yeah, we would like to clear your name if possible, so I think if you help out, that might be good for you.
It's really
gonna go-
sweet of you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna go check out that farm. What time is it right now?
9 o'clock?
Yeah,
Give or take?
probably about there.
So, Vash, if you can get it, I can
He's not
consider
here.
it. Mentally. I assume this was all mental communication.
Oh, they were next to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, those two.
So yeah, Serena's mentally talking to that.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys ready up? Get our map. Did you guys kind of go look at the map real quick? Douglas's house is the 5-foot arrow. You guys sent or had put in that Douglas's house was somewhere around here.
Yes.
The farm is like up in the northern part. So it's literally on the way if you stick to the northern side. Or you can take the road and cut up to you.
You can start off the road and then cut up.
Which map?
Probably like a 2 hour. Just the Karis map.
Ah.
So it's just like a 2 hour. Alright, so you guys start packing your stuff together. Are you guys taking your wagon, or what are you guys doing with it?
We'll walk.
Sure.
We very well may have to, cross through some rougher terrain.
Oh, fuck. Alright, so you guys come outside. Alright. I'm good to go. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm. For your code name, how about Stewart?
Stewart. I like it.
Very bold. I like it. Will your blonde-haired friend be joining us?
Perhaps Perhaps eventually, but at the moment I think he's on the lookout for something.
Oh, I thought it was because his feelings were hurt.
I'm gonna call to Vash over our brain connection. Vash, reporting. They're going to a farm. There might be chickens there.
I'll send this message to both of you.
So your skills, have you come by them by nature or study?
One sec.
Yeah.
Oh, me? Both actually. My father used to say it was more so just because I was bored.
Did your father teach you?
No, I just kind of know it, but he taught me many things. As many fathers teach their children. Yeah, he'll chat with you.
Yeah, I just go on and small talk stuff. Little, if he has supposedly lived this long, what all have you seen? What stories? Yeah, those prying,
I'm not
but not too prying. More of a actual wanting the knowledge.
Yeah, he doesn't give you any like super juicy stories, but he tells you a bunch of different things. Very knowledgeable in necromancy. But tends to stick towards the more lichened side of the art. All right, so you guys
Locate creature on Vash.
Uh, 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
Nothing yet. Does it stay active?
An hour, yeah.
Okay.
Didn't he just leave?
No, he left while we were all gathering up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 10 minutes ago.
I'm gonna go have a look for him.
He looks pretty angry.
Probably a good reason for him not to be alone right now.
So are we going to wait and do this tomorrow, or are we still going?
No, you guys go. We'll catch up.
I mean, we're already down one member.
Well, let's see if we can find him quick. I'm gonna turn into a dire wolf.
I'm gonna start hitting the bars. Miss Stewart, you know this town fairly well. What would you say is the most wallowiest bar that is in town?
Oh, I don't drink.
Where do you know where people go to drink their sorrows away?
I mean, there's several places in town, but I don't know much about. I've never been in any of them.
Well, that unfortunately is not helpful.
I do make my own mead, though, sometimes, if you're interested.
Perhaps later. And she's gonna head out the door and start checking bars.
I'm gonna also run around trying to get a read while I have the spell up.
How long does it last?
An hour.
You want to spend a whole hour?
As long as it takes for him to get a ping.
Can't find my boy. Yeah.
Well, after 3 minutes.
So first of all, do a survival with advantage because of your sniffer.
Oof.
You find his scent actually fairly easily because you're familiar with it. You're like, you follow it and it goes off maybe like 200 feet from the inn you're at, and then it just disappears.
This teleport is not very far unless Peepaw took over. I'm just gonna spread out from here, trying to pinpoint
circles?
where he teleported to, yeah.
You get a couple of like different hits. Eventually, it seems like maybe he went east.
It's the opposite of the way we need to go.
Up to the two of you. Are the rest of you waiting back at the inn while they're looking?
No, after they ran off, I would have asked the group, well, are you guys too proud to get to work too, or are we calling it a night?
Alright, what's up, Belle?
I don't know, the end of the world, Amelia? You seem pretty okay with it too.
And yes, and
Nothing, no regrets, no... Just blank, oh, it's the end of the world, doesn't matter.
I mean, in the long run, it doesn't.
She's gonna look at your ears. No, I guess that makes sense too. She's very obvious about looking at your ears too.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let me ask you, are you immortal?
No, you?
No.
Yeah, well, how long are you gonna be around?
Same as you. A couple of years.
Just a couple.
I would assume that being immortal would be irrelevant if the world is destroyed. And as well, no need to worry over things that are beyond your control.
Roll a persuasion quick, really quick, Marius. As you bring up the subject just out of nowhere, Douglas is like starts to say something and then he like kind of catches himself. That is a very interesting concept. I don't think immortal things would be able to live.
So even an immortal shouldn't worry. If it's out of your control, why waste the energy?
Well, I mean, if I were an immortal that cared about dying, this could be a very concerning thing for things that think they're so invincible. I bet a lot of them are a little bit more concerned than they typically would be. That's just my opinion, though.
Oh, I would pay to see that.
I've faced death since I was born. It's inevitable. So I don't worry about it. It's not that I rush it, but it's something beyond my control.
See, that's the spirit. Well, I guess if the two of them aren't going to come, it's up to us. I always wanted to go see a farm up close in person. The four of you head that way? The three of you? Four of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, at least.
Alright, so you guys start heading that direction.
I will
Misfit
check
and
in
Tarina.
for the connection. I've got a bad feeling about Vaj. I'm gonna keep looking for him for a bit. I'll catch up with you guys later.
I'm looking for him at bars. Man likes to drink. When things get bad, seems like a likely spot.
I'm in the forest.
You're in the forest? What are you doing in the forest?
I was tracking Vaj.
Essence in the forest?
Yeah. I lost it though.
One moment, I'll see if I can't reach him. She's going to send a message to Vash. Vash, darling, please answer us. We're worried about you. Where are you?
Roll an insight check.
Hold on, I'll spend a bit of magic on that.
So the minute you sit there, you kind of get this like weird fuzzy feeling.
It's a weird fuzzy feeling.
It's not like something's actively preventing your spell, but for some reason there's something that's interfering with him, like a closer proximity based thing.
Yes, sir, and he went east of the forest. Into the forest.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I get the feeling something else is going on here. Someone may have him.
Hold on, I'm gonna howl really loud. Tell me if you hear me.
Roll a performance check. I'm grabbing a drink from behind me.
Oh, I howl so loud.
Had it. I'm on my way.
My best howl yet.
All right, so as you go out and howl,
Say, come hither, howl.
you howl out. Everyone hears like a loud wolf howl. From off in the mountains to your southwest, you start hearing like numerous
like you
howls
might-
back.
Zarita, my people called to me.
Sounds like you're going to have help. See if you can't get them to help track him down.
Oh, it's a good idea.
And she's gonna start making her way toward where she heard Misfit howling. As quickly as she can.
Enough. You guys, who do we have out there? I would assume you've probably
I don't
all heard
think
Misfit
anybody
howl at
will
least some point. So you guys hear, we're about 30 minutes out of town, you just hear this loud howl that sounds much like Misfit. You do have your mental connection that you don't have to actually walk back. All right, what do you guys do?
Farm.
All right, you guys keep going. Serena, you find Misfit.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Gotta be quick. I'm going to quickly attune to the weave and start detecting magic. It's gonna hop up onto Misfit. I'll keep an eye magically. I'm just gonna start looking around for a residue of magic. Any
So
hints
you
from
look
the-
around. Misfit smelled about 3 different spots in town that he circled out from.
Yeah, he was calling with the wolves also for reinforcements, right?
Well, that was just a fun side effect.
I mean, he can certainly try if he wants to.
You can communicate to them.
I mean, probably a bad idea.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I mean, with the nat 20, I'll see if any come to me.
Well, you can keep howling. You have to actually communicate. They're good. They're not that good.
I don't have a scent to share with them.
No, but you can ask them, like, you can have them try and fan out and try and find people. They don't necessarily need to know where Vash's is specifically. If they smell people and are in the area, they can howl out to let you know, hey, we found something here.
And they'll lead you back to town.
If he's like, is he in town? Or is he in the woods? From those 3 spots.
They're in town, so it's hard to really say.
Okay.
So what do you command this legion of howls to do?
I'm going to try to communicate that I need help. And I lost my pack, and I'm trying to find them.
Okay. Noted. All right, so you guys continue your search. Farm group. As you head out of town, you see a group heading into town, being escorted by a man with red hair and tattoos. They kind of all look very disheveled. It's group, less Zoop.
Ooh.
And they're being escorted by a person you have not met yet. It's like, now, I told you guys you shouldn't go playing up there. You're lucky I found you when you did. You could have been way worse off. And they don't even insult you. They just look disheveled and keep walking back. Oh, hey, guys.
Ooh. How are you?
Long day. We're gonna go to bed.
You look short, one.
We left this place long ago.
Oh, yeah. Zoop went off on a recon mission. If you see him, can you let him know we just went back to the inn? Thanks. They don't look physically injured, but they do not look well.
It looks like the wilderness got to them, kind of thing.
Sure, that's a good way to put it.
This place has seen such sorrow.
I don't say
No.
anything.
All right, so you guys start walking towards the farm. How long do you guys look for your buddy?
Until something more pressing pops up or until we find him.
Oh, it just depends if you're trying to catch up to the farm or not.
I can make it to the farm pretty quick.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about spending like, well, maybe 2 hours with Vash.
Because it only takes them 2 hours to get to the farm. So you would take about an hour running.
Yeah. I'll give it 2 hours.
Okay. I'll let both of you roll D100s for your search, and then we'll let them go to the farm.
38's not bad. Oh, 38 and
Where's
a 5.
my boy? Where's my boy, Kalsto?
Where's the boy that I sent away because I snapped?
Oh, Misfit, as you're sitting and you're looking for him, you start running by and you see this kid who's playing in the street, and he's got a sword, and he's like, oh, ah.
Does it look like Vash's sword?
You approach the kid with the sword.
Yeah.
Just got to get this card open. You look over, and he's playing with Aetherbane.
Oh,
That's his dispelling sword.
Where did you get that?
Oh, that man and the lady dropped it.
That man and the lady?
That's our friend's sword. Can you... We're looking for him. We can't find him right now. Could you point us in the right direction of where they were?
Kind of looks around. Hold on. He seems to be looking between two different directions. He kind of like looks to the southwest, and then he kind of looks to the northeast. I forget, one of those ways?
This man and woman, what did they look like?
Oh, the bigger one had blonde hair. And he's the one that dropped this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pretty lady had brown hair. I feel like I've seen her before too. She's really pretty.
We might not have time to check both ways. You're sure you don't know?
He rolled a 10. He doesn't know. He's like literally right on the middle.
It's alright. Misfit.
All he can do is try to describe the lady to you and the man. If one of you wants to try to draw him.
Yeah, I can get a sketch. If you can try and pick up the scent. Can you give me a better description of what they look like?
All right, so the kid will start giving you description. What were you doing, Misfit?
How far in either direction? Is it a while?
Just that's the way it walked off.
Oh.
Not sure which way. So there's
Yeah,
like two ways out of the area you currently are. It's really hard to say.
A scent around here, I guess.
Ooh, clever boy. Clever boy. Roll a history check with advantage. Serena, roll a performance check for your arts and crafts. Ooh. So, as you start drawing, and I'll almost even let this happen in tandem, so Mr. You're sitting there, you pick up Vash's scent. He was definitely here. He definitely was heading like southwest, it seems. But there's another scent here you recognize as well. I'll send you a whisper.
What do the Serena finish drawing?
This is the kind of stupid shit that like just is random that it comes in convenient.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You run back over for Sarita to go get her, to fill her in. And right as you do, Sarita's like finishing up the portrait of the woman. I think you're the only one who got close enough to really see her, Wood.
Serena, over your shoulder, you just hear Misfit start growling.
What's it?
I know where they're going. Come on.
Perfect. Here, I'll pay for the sword. And she'll hold out some gold for the, to the kid.
But it's mine!
It belongs to our friend.
But he gave it to me.
He's not in his right mind at the moment.
I thought you said they dropped it.
We're not there.
You're not there.
Oh,
And we
You're with the
can't.
same group.
Yeah,
If he
no.
doesn't have his sword, he can't fight with us anymore. We're adventurers. We need to help save the world.
A low blow, Misfit. Guys are adventurers?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll give it to you, but only if you make a promise.
What's that?
It looks trying to see which of you is in charge. Which one of you is the boss?
She'll gesture to the wolf.
And he'll motion for you to come forward.
I lean closer.
He's gonna whisper this in your ear. Children.
Yeah. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Zach.
Zach? I promise. And I hold up my paw. I don't
He's
really
gonna
have
give you just like a big hug, and he's gonna put the handle for the sword in your mouth.
Excellent.
This fit. One sword style.
Start sprinting.
It's like a dog running down the street with a big stick.
Yeah, good kid. And she's gonna hand him like 10 gold. Don't spend it all on sweets.
Hell yeah.
Totally send it all sweets.
As you
And
guys
she's gonna
start
bolt after the
heading up,
wolf.
you watch his little kid. Thanks for saving the world!
Smile and wave.
Gave that kid the equivalent of $1,000.
All right. So while you guys kind of circle and go back to that, you guys finally make it to the farm, or the outskirts of where the farm would be. It's dark, it's quiet, there's no lights out there. It looks like maybe like a 2-room building and with a separate barn. What do you do?
Alright, necromancers, you feel anything?
Now that you mention, I kind of do. Trevor, you watch the hand. You feel it too. See if you can find it, no? As you just watch Trevor, like, will move. He'll kind of like dig at the dirt a little bit, kind of like put it between his fingers back and forth, and then we'll continue tracking.
Oh, that's
What is that? What is that smell? Oh, very foul.
That's what the rock is cooking.
Marius, you actually smell this smell. Nobody else does.
And who was talking about the smell?
Douglas. He's like, it just started like mentioning
I
this smell.
it too.
Oh,
Does it trigger any
God.
memories or anything?
not specifically. It just seems to bother both of you. But you guys don't smell it. It's just the two of them.
No?
Yeah, that's
I got
that's
nothing.
foul.
You really don't smell that. Is there a farm nearby? I didn't think they had cattle in the valley. God, it's like bitter.
I mean, we are walking up on a farm.
There's a crop farm in there.
Does it smell like
Something
a dairy?
No, not at all. It just smells horrible. All right. As you watch the hand comes back, we'll kind of make a thumbs up motion and then makes a follow me, and then we'll lead you guys to the farm. As you get here, everything is gone. You can see the remnants of like blood-stained wood on the floors. It looks very violent. Like there's a lot of blood spread throughout the grounds in the home. But it looks like someone's cleaned most of it, or attempted to what can be done.
Can I make an investigation check with my ranger levels to see if this was an animal mauling or like this
Sure,
looks like
I'd
an
say
animal
with survival or nature.
mauling. Not investigation. Okay.
Investigation can work too. You just will kind of pick up different things.
How about I give you an investigation and a nature, huh?
Sure.
And then nature is this.
As you kind of, so you go in the main part of, do you want to go in the barn or do you want to go in the house first? Just to clarify.
I think I'm investigating. So, are the bloodstains outside the house?
They're everywhere.
Everywhere. House for. No, it looks like the Who's interested in the house? I'll go to a place with less people.
I'll check
Douglas
the
just seems to be like walking the grounds at the moment.
I'm going barn.
I kind of walk
check
with
the
Douglas.
house.
So you go out to the barn, and it's kind of funny. Same thing. Blood that's been, cleaned up or whatever was bleeding. There's no bodies. So someone's done some sort of cleanup here for whatever purposes. But you see something interesting. There's like cans of oil and like incendiary type materials. It looks like someone was getting ready to like light this place on fire. And you smell something foul in the barn.
Is it the same smell that we were smelling?
No. Here's a question. Does my ability of protection protect me from the smell?
The smell doesn't actually impact you at all.
Okay.
It's just a bad smell.
Okay. Then nose goes. I'll go to where my nose goes. Unless Amelia has anything before I do that.
I don't know. This is really quick. You just notice as you walk over, like in the corner of the barn, you find pieces of a dead body. Not a full dead body, but there's like an arm and a leg.
Fresh?
Seems like it's newer.
I guess I'll gather them up because we have necromancers.
So you grab the arm and the leg. Amelia, what are you doing inside? Definitely, it's very feral, but it's not necessarily a beast.
Okay.
I guess investigation, just looking around the house, seeing what happened.
Yeah, roll investigation real quick.
First of all, is there a basement? Or a cellar?
No,
All right.
very basic home.
Oh. The game gave that to you. The game took pity on you with that dice.
I'm just very... I'm used to this kind of stuff.
So you kind of look around. It's the same thing. However, you do find something interesting. There's like a piece of charcoal on the ground, and there's like a little marking that's on the wall.
I examine the marking and piece of charcoal.
Roll an Arcana check. Definitely magical, but that's about all you know.
I think I'm going to use my inspiration. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Magic.
No idea. I mean, it's magic. But yeah, that's what you kind of pick up.
But the charcoal itself is magic?
The charcoal is charcoal. The rune is magical. That was drawn with the charcoal.
Okay.
That's clever. Sloppy. Is Douglas part of the communication?
I don't think he actually can. He has a ring that prevents it.
Oh.
I got it from my father.
Marius, can you tell Douglas to come in the house? I think I found something.
I'm with Douglas already. I was walking around with him.
Yeah, we were just walking the grounds.
I mean, is this a telepathic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. They seem to have found something over here.
Oh, and follow you inside. What is it?
Well, whoever's been doing this was sloppy, and I'll point to the marking on the wall. Yeah, it seems they made it from charcoal so they could wipe it off easy.
He looks at it. Hold on. He's got an Arcana check.
Anything I recognize as well?
You can also roll an Arcana check. You both are on the exact same roll.
I picture we kind of look at each other and like, Isn't that?
Hmm?
We say the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So, interestingly enough, it has nothing to do with what happened here. It is like a recorded message room. So they both kind of say the same thing at the same time, then they both touch it, and you just hear a voice. Hello, group. This is Zoop. If you get message, follow 2 mountains. There are strange creatures here. Zoop will pursue. Zoop feels maybe this is where Necromancer is. Zoop out.
That to everyone?
It plays out loud to everyone in the room. It's just a message he left for his group.
Misfit, can you pick up his scent here?
Misfit's not there.
We have mental contact.
2 of us are in town.
You can ask now, though, or ask that you need to find him.
Quick question.
Mhm.
How long did it take us to get in?
2 hours.
How long does this spell last?
Oh yeah, it would be over by
Mm.
then.
Yeah, it's an hour.
And all the people it's sending her with the other group.
Keep forgetting we're split up.
Sorry, I do that a lot on Tuesday.
Well, I don't mind doing it. It's just my brain not engaging, saying, "Oh yeah, this is a separate group."
Oh, good. All right, so you guys find the room. Velda, you come, let them know what you found.
Yeah, I'll come inside. I'm carrying an arm and a leg. What species are they?
They look human.
Okay, good.
Like, probably should have asked that before I picked them up. No, they're just normal.
Well, there is a fresh dead body around here somewhere. I only got the arm and the leg, though. Do you do anything with that?
Possibly. Yes, and he starts like looking around the house and he just starts grabbing like random shit. Okay, that will work. Need like 10 minutes and I'll be good to go.
So what'd you find?
Apparently Zoop and group was here.
You can poke it. It just keeps playing over and over for the duration.
Okay. Yeah, just boop, and you can hear the message.
Guess he went up there by himself. Well, did you find what Rever was looking for, or is he still outside? Also, someone's gonna burn this place down later. It's covered in oil.
Huh.
Should we clean that up a bit?
They never got the chance. It's still in the containers. Like, it's in the barn, ready to apply. It looks like someone was going to burn this place down and maybe got killed before they got a chance to start.
Okay. I was under the impression it was empty oil cans going around. Got it.
No. They're still full. Like, someone was getting ready to do something, and then all of a sudden, no.
So there's definitely something here that whatever this poor sap wanted to cover up might have to do with whatever beast found its way down here. Because whatever this thing was, it was pretty feral. Very sloppy, no sophistication to it.
Could it have been an animal?
Maybe. Like,
Look at the...
Yeah.
We did see those 2 monsters in a cage. Those guys look pretty vicious and feral. Could have been one of those.
And I can just tell it's probably an animal attack.
I mean, it's vicious. That could be a pretty big animal.
But is it intentionally vicious or was it an actual animal?
I would say. But thankfully, after 10 minutes, and he's kind of doing this, and you watch as he pulls out this little needle and starts sewing, like a string up the arm and near to the fingers, and then you just watch as after 10 minutes, the arm like gets up almost like Trevor does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, hello there. It's wonderful to meet you. You watch Trevor walks over and shakes the hand of the dead arm. And they start signing back and forth to each other. And Trevor translates it back to Douglas.
Okay.
Oh. Gee. It seems he was a guard.
Guard.
A little nervous. It's okay, buddy. He was sent here to burn down the buildings for disinfection. But he said he heard something, and then that's the last thing he remembers.
You don't burn down.
Disinfection from what?
That's just arson.
Let's see if he knows. Something that happened here previously, I guess. It left it tainted and it needed to be destroyed.
Aren't you guys smelling something bad?
Yes.
Could it be the
Could it-
taint?
I mean, it could possibly be.
Why do
Yeah.
only you and I smell it, though?
I don't know. It's very strong. Maybe it's like cilantro. You know, some people say it's soapy, some people love it. It's hard.
Can you zero in on that? That's probably the best lead we got right now.
I'm not really good at this whole scent thing.
It'd be much better if we had Misfit here.
No, who says he can? Well, he might not be able to smell it either.
In the distance, you hear another victorious howl.
So at the end of your 2 hours, you
Bouncing
start
off the
heading this way.
mountains. Yes.
Sure, roll one more, what did we performance check
Yeah.
for your help? Yeah, just go for
I
it.
described the first one as a bit lonely sounding, but this one is definitely more excited.
I love it.
Not quite as loud though.
Hold on,
Thankfully,
Build advantage.
you already kind of accomplished.
Field advantage.
Go
Field
for it.
advantage for my hell yeah.
Okay, that's better.
I'll take it.
So you already kind of accomplished this. So as you howl out, you do hear howls back. So yeah, it'll take you an hour to get there, but you'll be able to make it there. So while I'd say, because it took you 2 hours to get there, he's already on the way. So we'll say you spend about 30 minutes finding what you already found. What do you want to do with the rest of the time while we wait for them?
Which group?
Team Barn.
Team Barn. Well, if they don't want to try to zero in on where that smell's coming from, so that's about the only other thing I can think of. I will whisper one thing to you.
Yeah. I have a 2-word response for your whisper.
Great. I figured as much.
There's like food stuffs and things, but that's about it. So interesting. So after he animates the arm and kind of starts getting some information, so I have an idea. Yes, you, Mr. Marius, you said?
Yes?
How good are you at speaking to undead?
I more can summon them once in a while for protection. Not so much speak with them.
Oh, you will love this one then, and he's going to kind of show you as he prepares it.
I would
And
love
he's
you
gonna
to
walk
show
you-
me the little trick with the hand, though.
Oh, that one's a little bit more complicated, but you'll love this one. And he's going to sit there and he'll show you as he kind of goes to prepare a little ritual. Like, all right. And then you use this, and he takes out the much smaller, like, normal needle. And this is more or less your focus. And he's gonna go over and he's just gonna hold it up and you watch it glow. Come on out. We won't hurt you. We just want to ask you a question. And you see from like where one of the beds is, you see a little spirit crawl out from under. It's like a little child. Come here. And it like walks over to him like just a child walking. You ask it 5 things. Be gentle though, it's scared.
I'll look at the others. What should we ask?
And he'll give the glowing needle over to you. Yeah, hold that. Very important.
I feel like how did you die is a bit too obvious.
The obvious questions.
What did you see? That's a good one. But probably have to put more.
Are these questions yes, no's? Can it give a comprehensive?
Essentially,
character?
it is using this ritual. It is a free speak with dead, as long as you have one of these enchanted needles, which he just gave you one.
What killed you? Should we start there?
How and what killed you?
Kind of like 2 questions. You gotta avoid the ands.
He's playing the genie game. He's testing the limits.
Okay, hang on a second.
It's like the wish
Second
game
hand.
and making
Yes,
a contract with
exactly.
the devil
Well,
game.
5 questions.
Yeah, 5. But hey, efficiency.
What happened here is a question we can ask.
Happened here. What killed you?
Describe your death.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sit there and he'll kind of look at you. It looks kind of scared. And Douglas just kind of like gives it a big hug. And it'll kind of describe to you. I was in bed and I heard screaming. Daddy was screaming. And then Mommy came and we ran. And then Mommy was gone. I was really scared and I cried. And I heard a noise. Then I fell asleep.
Kind of look at the others. Doesn't really tell us much. What do you think next?
Douglas, can we get this kid to draw pictures? Can I?
It's a ghost.
Yeah, I know, but like,
I think the limitations will be to questions. I don't think he can physically interact with our world, and I look at Douglas to see if my assumptions are correct.
He nods. Very astute. It can only converse with us. It has no ability to physically interact with this world.
so something got their dad and they ran away into the woods.
He may have not seen his attacker. He says just going to sleep, so it would be a waste of a question to ask him to describe what killed him, because if he didn't see it.
Yeah. Does the ghost have any wounds on their body?
That they do. Their chest is completely slashed open.
Can I get in closer and see if I can figure out what type of animal it would be?
Sure. I would say you would get advantage because Douglas has the ability to calm the spirit. so you can kind of take a prolonged medicine check as you check
Medicine.
it over. Looking at wounds.
Where?
Oh, are you guys riding where I think you're riding, Misfit, or are you riding to the party?
Oh no, we're going after Vash.
Boy's in trouble. Someone's got to save him.
He's being taken away.
All right, so at this point, so we started with 9, 10, 11. You got there at 11. So it's like midnight-ish about now.
May I just... You familiar with animal marks at all? I can't. It just seems big.
Maybe I can check if you want. Is that okay if I check? I'm asking.
It just kind of does.
I'll pull up.
Oh,
While he's doing that, can I pull up the?
Hey, I'm not holding the needle.
Oh yeah, technically Dustin or not. Douglas will tell you. You see, this is why I came up with the needle premise, because many people get these questions wasted by their silly group members.
I only asked because I wasn't holding the needle.
I call it the talking needle.
Can I give him advantage on the roll? Like pull out the book on anatomy and stuff that I've got. Okay.
He already gets advantage because Douglas can calm all the spirits.
Oh, yeah. It gave and took that 16 away.
Eh? It's hard to say. I mean, it's a big gash, but hard to say exactly what caused it. If you want to take a look at it, Marius, you can as well with advantage.
I don't have medicine.
You don't need to be proficient.
Okay.
I wasn't either. I took a -1 to mine.
They're just trying to do the best they can.
You said with advantage?
Yes.
Mhm. Man, you guys are just having a rough go at this one. It's really hard to say without asking a question, unfortunately.
Well, here's an idea. They ran away with their mom, right? What are the odds that they found her body? Her body could still be out there. Could ask
But
them what way
if he
they
was
ran.
dead, he wouldn't know that.
The spirit residing in the bed, the body could be anywhere.
It just depends
How
on if
far
we think.
he got?
Yeah, it just depends on if we think the guards search the woods for dead bodies.
Also, from a survival standpoint, you do know someone else here who is following something that he actually saw.
Huh?
Zoop saw the things when he came
yes.
back.
And he's heading to the mountain.
He's following whatever he saw, so whichever way he's going, you just would have to find his tracks. We head to the mountain then?
We wouldn't
what
know how
kind
long
of-
they were dead.
We're down a couple of people at this point. We're only at half strength.
And we still have 4 questions to ask.
Maybe ask him if he knows where in the forest he fell asleep. He knows.
Do you remember where you fell asleep in the forest when the thing was chasing you?
Oh, I was in my treehouse.
That's a good start. Yeah, I can't really think of any more questions, so I'm gonna go start looking for that while you finish up here.
I'll hold off on the questions. And with that said, I look like a piece of furniture, like a dresser or something nearby, and I gently set the needle down on the edge of it, so I'm not holding it. And if I were to ask something out of hand,
He just kind of laughs.
just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for that treehouse.
Sure. Roll a survival check as you just look out and about in the forest.
Man, I love being a shitty ranger, dude. It's so funny, especially when I roll a 2.
You probably like walk right underneath the treehouse. Like, where the fuck is this thing?
Pretty much.
I'm seeing the treehouses.
I forget to look up.
He said treehouse, but you're thinking playhouse, so you're looking on the ground.
No luck with that. Quickly though, so as you guys are doing that piece and thinking of more questions, Misfit, as you guys make it about an hour out of town,
Leader of the living rebels, and show her the epoch. The rest.
so you're kind of approaching what would be to the northwest of Douglas's home as you're heading towards essentially. So there's that big keep, and then what you're probably looking for is somewhere on this side of the mountain. So as soon as you kind of come into the opening area, the more open plain, roll a D100.
34 is pretty good.
Is it good enough?
As you start like riding that way, you see about 6 riders on horses kind of riding out towards your direction.
I see. Yes?
Can we make out any details of the riders?
I mean, other than they're all in matching armor.
And just to clarify, are they heading, like, are they coming up behind us, or are they headed toward us?
So as you're heading down and towards the direction of like where Vardenhold and anything over here would be, like the theaters or anything like that, they are riding from the mountain way out towards the field towards you.
What do you want?
That can't be good.
You do remember Douglas was very specific. You need permission to be out here.
Those are probably war horses. I've got an idea.
I gotta take dogs out. Be right back.
Said 6 riders. Is one of them seeming to be the forefront?
They're close enough for you to do much yet. They're just riding it. They've seen you and are like riding out to intercept you.
Where is it?
Misfit 34, huh?
Yeah.
You just hear this voice in your head. Turn back. Turn back.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Can't say I didn't try.
I'm going to I'm going to enemy abound the leader's horse, or whoever's taking the front charge.
What's the radius you need to wait for him to get to for that one?
It's 120 foot, and if he's outside of that range, I will. I think I have distance spell on this character. Double check. Well, is he currently within 120?
No, but you could wait till he gets there if you want.
How close is he currently?
They're probably like 800 feet away still. They're still riding to intercept you.
Okay. Yeah, if they come within range, then I'll enemies abound their horse.
Sure. So I was thinking with the 120 feet, what's the DC for it?
That would be a DC 16 intelligence save, sir.
Hold on. You said a horse.
Yep.
On the
Horsey
horse?
Uh-huh.
Intelligence save. That is a 6. So the horse just starts going crazy and it's like bucking. It bucks the rider and it like starts trying to like fend off against the other horses. It's just chasing random horses around. It does cause some disruption and disarray.
That'll buy us the time we need. Keep going.
Yeah, I keep booking it.
Are you still heading towards?
That depends if I picked up a scent of either Vash or the lady.
None of their sense over here.
They went southwest. How far away from the castle at this point? In miles?
Castle, you're still a bit further away from. You're near the lower part where, like, this is where that one family lives. And then, like, there's a bunch of fancier stuff over here, like the theater and whatnot.
I'm a dog. I don't need permission to be places.
Serena's riding you. You're just a mount.
Serena, maybe it's rat time.
You're going to become a rat?
I don't know. You're gonna become a rat.
What do you mean I'm going to become a rat? I can just melt into the shadows.
Clearly, these random humans are taking up a problem with your presence here.
And you think they're going to be happy with the giant wolf?
Well, there's wolves around here.
What freaking metamagics do I have? I've lost place in my metamagics.
The horses start getting closer, so after they kind of collect themselves and make their way back and start following towards the direction you're still heading, you just hear this series of howls from the mountain range to the south, and the horses start freaking the hell out.
My people have come.
And scattering.
We'll be fine.
Now's our chance, Serena.
All right, so you start making it across the plain. Doesn't seem they've been able to get within distance of you. You head to the hold?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
My brave souls. Excellent. All right,
Sounds
so you
nice.
start riding that way. The rest of you, as you sit here thinking for questions, looking for tree houses you can't find, you're not really sure what's going on with the rest of the group. You would have expected they would show up by now. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning at this point.
So, are you able to find the treehouse now?
Nah.
That must have been far.
I'm not good with woods, okay? Grew up in the mountains.
Hope they're okay.
Do you think we should probably... it's so late.
Amelia, check in on him.
Alright, fine.
That's right, you have sending too.
Yes, I do. I wasn't going to say anything.
You little bugger. No, I know you. Well played, Slumber. Well played. Here, back.
I should probably message Serena to get a better... What the okay.
I mean, if you want her in your head, go for it.
Like, he can't do anything mean to me if he forgets I have seconds. I'll take it. Okay. Drink achieved. Anything you guys... So, what do you message and to whom?
I'm messaging Serena.
Sure.
Typing it out.
I'm just gonna tell you now, when you go to message Serena, your spell finds no purchase.
Oh, right, she has the necklace.
Oh, no. I can't respond.
All right.
I think you can respond to her, like her outgoing, but you can't target her with ones.
Well, you're immune to divination, right?
Sending is divination.
Oh, youch.
My spell find no purchase.
Yeah, and you wouldn't necessarily know that 'cause you didn't get that when you were with the group.
Nope. Amelia just sends out the message. It's like, I fucking hate her so much.
Love it.
So you're for not sending the message to your boss.
Mm-hmm.
Serena, you get a message back. Because it's your message.
Well, don't tell me that tapped you out.
Nope. Apparently, Serena has protection against divination magic, and you refuse to tell the team anything that would be need to know.
That's the reply you get from Becca, Serena.
So that's a wasted spell. Or she's dead.
Honestly, don't know which I prefer.
I know which one I prefer.
Okay, sociopath. At least when I say it, it's a joke. You just mean it.
Hmm.
I was referring to her not being dead.
Are we doing this again? Are we really doing this again? I'm just gonna squint at you, unconvinced.
Oh yeah. You didn't catch me lying. You don't have to believe me.
Yeah, I don't believe you, but I can't call you out in public.
All right, I guess I'm sending it to Misfit. Okay.
All right, another spell.
Yep. Oh, I'm so glad we're not mentally connected anymore.
So that would have made things much easier to get a message to her.
Yep. So fucking weird.
All right, so what's the plan?
I know.
No, you're fine.
We're still waiting on the sending spell. That's gonna determine our plan.
Got this, Lumber.
So, Stewart. Oh, that doesn't feel right. What happens if you're done with the spirit over there?
I mean, then it will go back to resting.
Just that simple.
I'm back.
Just pull them in, put them out.
Yes, if you're nice to spirits, they're quite reasonable. Sometimes all they really want is someone to talk to. I do hope your friends are okay. I'm getting slightly concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Misfit. I didn't count the number of words, but I'm assuming it's
It'll be fine.
ignore misspellings.
Dope's lady friend stole my swordsman. We're going.
Yeah,
to the
that's
castle.
Amelia just kind of sits on the floor, hands in her face. Face in her hands.
Well, at least he told it to you straight, right? What was the other part of that message, Misfit?
Dope's lady
castle.
friend stole my swordsman. We're going to the castle.
Well, you obviously got something back. What's the bad news?
The bird looks to you.
Apparently your lady friend has our swordsman accompanying her.
The lady friend?
The lady who was at your cabin. I'm assuming.
He seems confused by the prospect of this.
And they're heading to the castle.
Oh no. No. You have to stop them.
Why? You sound urgent.
That place is dangerous. I told them not to go there. Misfit, roll a D100 since you're running.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Ooh. Hold on. I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
It's gonna be higher.
No, it's definitely going to be lower.
It was higher.
Oh,
It was a little higher. You're right.
Alright, so they start riding up towards the entrance of Varden Hold. You back at the farm, what do you guys do?
Lady from what? I wasn't there. What are you talking about, Amelia?
That's just what Misfit sent me.
Amelia, did
But-
you go to Douglas's house? Did you
Yes.
see her?
But there was a individual who was visiting Douglas's house.
She's one of my better friends, but they should not be heading that way. They're in great danger. Besides, that's not even where she is. We have to stop them.
Okay, well, Douglas, how strong are you? Are you stronger than us?
Oh God, I'm not strong at all.
I squint at him. I can insight that.
Are you talking about like from a fighting capacity or from a physical capacity?
I have a horse and it can carry 2 people capacity, and would he be the best? Would he be one of the best people to put on that horse?
He has 10 strength.
Fighting
So he is
capacity. Fighting
average.
capability. Average?
Fighting capability? He's not really a big into fighter, so to speak.
Do you think you'd be able to convince a misfit to stop?
I don't know. I could always ask him and say, please.
I'm looking in my bag of tricks if anybody else has other ideas.
Yeah, otherwise, we can pick up at them, get arriving.
They are on the opposite side of town from us.
They are.
They could not be literally as opposite from us.
Nope, they're just south of us.
Oh, just south.
It's still a good 2-hour trek, though, just to get to the base of the mountain where they are.
I'm gonna crush some numbers, okay? Rena,
mm-hmm.
I haven't picked up on their scent at all, which is weird. And as much as I want to go in there and start, breaking furniture, I don't know how helpful that's gonna be if I
Well.
don't know if they're actually in there.
Last time we saw her, she was back at Douglas's place, wasn't she? Think she brought him back there?
Do you think she went to Douglas's house?
That's the last place I saw her.
Man, that would
If
be
you're
really
not picking up
convenient.
anything.
The only thing you would actually know about this woman is that he mentioned she is also a Blackwood.
We're pretty close now. Are you picking anything up?
Oh, wait,
Have you sensed them?
where did you say the Blackwoods lived again?
They're the rich family. So they're the ones who own all of this land that you're currently trespassing with.
Are you able
Yeah,
to?
Manor is before Hold, like right to the west of Douglas's.
Should we try there?
See if you can't sense them first.
Drop doggy form.
Oh, right. You can't cast like that. Okay.
Roll an Arcana check, Bill.
Alrighty, come back.
How close to the manor are we?
I would have stopped pretty far away from it still.
Well, you're heading towards the castle. The manor and the castle are very
Oh,
different
sorry.
places.
Yeah,
How close
we were
to the
heading towards the
castle are we?
castle.
You're probably like 20 minutes out from the castle right now. Vel, you kind of open that thing and you look at it.
Yeah, she pops a patch and a scroll appears in her hand and she reads it.
I unidentified it for you in your inventory.
Oh no.
You look at it and you're like, oh shit, that won't work.
I say,
But it's now out of the patch.
Yeah, that's good to know.
I say we do both. I'll start doing my thing, you start taking us back. I'm just gonna close her eyes, focus, and I'm going to extend spell on Arcane Eye and start sending it towards the castle.
Okay.
Alright, so you go to cast an Arcane Eye.
I mean, I guess Amelia, if you think you can if you think you can convince him to stop doing what he's doing, you can always send another spell, I guess.
Yup.
Alright, so as the eye approaches forward, then you guys turn back, or where do you go?
Yeah, we're turning back. I want to head a bit eastwards. At least into the trees. We're not in the plains.
I need both of you to roll D100s.
44.
Oh.
Misfit.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
So look at there. So Serena, as you bring your eyes forward, it kind of keeps going as you're riding off, and then it just sees this magnificent line of these beautiful white blossomed trees that just almost like glow, and they're just like lined as far as the eye can see in front of the castle.
Serena would be pretty familiar with magic wards, especially anti-divination ones.
They're trees, they're not wards.
Well, wards can take on many shapes. Is she getting any kind of arcane vibes from these trees?
Roll a nature check.
Oh, I rolled an arcana check.
There's no natural magical casting that it's involved with these trees. It's 100% natural.
You can either take a 22 or a 10. I will leave that
Since
choice up to
you
you.
specifically are not here yourself from a visual acuity standpoint, they're just glowing trees. They are very beautiful. You proceed forward with that.
Yeah.
All right, so as you bring the eye forward, you get to about as far as where the tree is. If you go any further, it dissipates.
Block a divination magic.
As about this time happens, this is about when your rolls occur. And it's kind of like foggy as you're riding out of here, and all of a sudden, like, you stumble a bit. Serena, you fall off Misfit. Misfit, you catch your footing and keep running. And where did Serena go? You don't see each other. Serena, you fall out, and that mist disappears, and you see Misfit nowhere.
Does my message go through to Misfit?
Your message can't reach either of them.
That's it? Can you still hear me?
Well, now I can't get either of them.
You can get Serena. Well, you can't get Serena because Serena basically made it out, but has her protection. Misfit is stuck inside.
She would have been maintaining her personal connection onto him. Is she still able to communicate it with him telepathically, or?
You can certainly try. Roll a D100 as you try to communicate with him mentally.
66. Do I need to either be 3 higher or 16?
Do you want to use your inspiration before I answer this?
I think I need to save it right now.
All right. You find no communication with Misfit, unfortunately. Misfit, Serena, you don't even feel Serena fall off your back. She's just gone.
Oh.
You are alone.
Oh, no.
And you said we're both surrounded in a mist, or is...
Oh, you're clear. You're like in a normal evening now. He's surrounded in mist.
Does she see like the mist, or...
No, you don't see anything. You just see a plain. You don't even see the trees. You just see the keep off in the distance.
So, Douglas, why is that place so dangerous?
There's just horrible things that are up there. Old curses angry spirits. It's a horrible place to be. Plus, if you get caught trespassing, the Blackwoods might have you killed.
I can't contact Misfit anymore.
Oh, too late. We have to hurry that way. They need us.
It's a 2-hour by horse.
What if something happens to them?
All right. Well, who are you sending? I've got one horse.
Well, horses might not be a big issue. If you could be a little open-minded.
Keep talking.
He just
Go for it.
goes to Evil Grin Smile, and we do like a 15-minute forward cutscene, and you're all riding on skeletal horses.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
They were perfectly fine horses.
It's like, no, but they're very nice. That's Biscuit. That's Cracker. And that's Cotton Candy.
Amelia is trying to hide a smile, and she definitely wants to ride Cotton Candy.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he summons some undead horses for you.
Marius, are you gonna be okay without a saddle?
Marius and Douglas probably look super happy right now, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I will be fine.
And these undead creatures are very friendly with you.
Like, uncharacteristically compared to Amelia?
No, they're just a more natural connection for Marius than there is to you.
Okay.
He's like, that to him is almost like his natural creatures to you actually riding a horse. I personally, I think horses are cool, but horses always try to kill me if I try to ride them, so we try to stay apart when we can.
Fair enough.
Okay.
We were on our honeymoon and a horse tried to eat my leg. And it ran off with me too. Jesus. After I signed a death waiver in a foreign country. But anywho, back to that. All right, so you guys ride down. Serena.
I'm going to cast a Detect Magic, tuning to Weave. Am I sensing any magic?
So it's interesting. You don't actually sense magic, but it's almost like a magic vacuum. So you can almost feel like your spell kind of fading towards the area where Misfit disappeared. But there's no magic itself.
There's no weave here. What? She reaches out and doesn't feel anything?
No.
Oh no.
Roll an intelligence check.
Let's try that one. Oh, let's try that.
Okay. Also, because it is now 2 a.m., I need a couple of D100s. So I will explain this. So I'll be rolling 1. I need 2 other people to roll D100s that represent 2 different things. Who of you would like to make these rolls?
I created this problem. I'll do one.
You don't know if you created this. Well, actually, yes, you kind of created this problem. All right, you're 1.
I'll take 2.
You're 2.
Yes.
Oh,
You guys.
No.
Oh
No.
no!
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So Velmar is 1. I am 2, and Slumber, you are 3.
She just kept the 100.
You don't know who you're rolling for.
Sure don't.
I'm trying to think for this one.
I'm hoping whatever it is, that 7 helps. That's a lot.
I gotta think about this.
We gave him some interesting numbers.
Yeah, I'm doing order of operation of how these things happen. Interesting. Okay.
I love interesting.
Trying to think how this would happen. Okay, easy enough. Continue.
Alright, we're riding on in skeletal horses.
All right, so you guys ride down to get to the edge. Serena, are you doing anything else? You go back.
Oh, 18 intelligence check. What does that give it?
Ooh.
She's sensing a complete lack of magic. Did she get anything off the intelligence?
There seems to be someone, whatever this is, because especially because you saw the trees, and that's the biggest cue for you is that you saw those trees and then they disappeared and you can't see them now. Someone seemingly has put a whole lot of magical effort into this area very specifically. You can't quite put your finger on how it's working or what it is, but this place has some sort of significance for this level of magic.
Long shot. Would she be able to try and identify the area?
You can't really identify much of anything on the outside.
Okay.
If you want to go back, maybe. But you also might not get back out. So once you answer, we get to Misfit.
Well, she's gonna look around. Does she see anyone around her?
Not yet. Actually, you know what? Out of pure damn curiosity, just roll a D100. Yeah, nobody's around here. You just kind of like look up at the keep. Doesn't seem anyone's writing out to you at the moment.
She's going to pull out the ocarina. I need a hushed tone to help guide them out of there. And she's going to try and play kind of a soft melody.
Sure. Don't roll a performance check yet. Give me a minute, and then we'll let you roll it in a second. So while they're riding south, you're figuring this out. Misfit, what are you doing? You're by yourself. You lost Serena. What do you do?
This has happened to me. Not exactly this, but this once before, where I got lost in the mist. And I don't remember how I got out. I was following Dustin. I'm gonna pick myself up. Gonna take a brief look around, and then I'm just gonna start trotting off in one direction.
Which way?
South.
South is feasible. So you come upon the trees that Serena saw with her magic eye.
Yeah.
Very beautiful trees, smell wonderful, and they line the entire outside. So it's almost like... Are you looking at the Karis map by chance?
Yeah.
It's almost like the trees kind of do this. It's almost like a barrier around the keep. So the inside is clear, but there's like a tree wall.
Someone's really trying to keep that castle safe. Oh, we'll keep us safe from the castle. I'll be back. And I am in some trouble, aren't I?
But you do continue forward. You go
Just
past the
start
trees.
Humming a little song.
Yes.
Where am I? Am I outside or inside right now?
You're in front of the tree ring. So you can
Outside
go
of it?
through the trees. You're on the outside of the tree ring. You haven't gone in yet. So you can ride through the trees and continue towards the castle. Up to you, though.
Well, I lost Serena, and I don't want to go to the castle alone. But I gotta find my buddy. I'm gonna roll a D100 about it.
Perfect time.
Less than 50, I go through the trees. Nope. I go away.
Where?
I'm just gonna start trying to head this direction. Or just like back towards the main road.
You continue to ride, but every time you get towards the edge, maybe like 500 feet out from the trees, it's just foggy and you end up coming right back where you are.
Well, I tried my best. Seems like trees is the right way to go.
However, you did say east, yeah?
Yes.
Night before the play. Okay. Roll. I have to check my OneNote to make sure. Counting 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you can't count one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a d8. Whoa. So as you're kind of running around trying to find yourself, you do see like this woman who's kind of sitting there gathering like plants in the forest, like off to the side of the plains.
I sniff.
Roll a charisma save with disadvantage.
Okay. I said 3.
You just sit there, and as you kind of look over, this woman kind of looks up at you, and you just feel very happy and relaxed. Oh, hello.
Hello?
You lost, little thing?
Yeah, I think a little bit, yeah.
Oh, poor thing. What are you looking for?
Oh, I was looking for a friend of mine. Oh, my name is Misfit. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, Lysandra.
Sandra.
And you feel very comfortable around this woman. She smells really good. Are you trying to find your way back to town? Who's your friend?
I'd really like to find my friend. His name is, he's a swordsman. He uses 4 swords. Sometimes 5.
Haven't seen anyone like that coming through here recently.
Hey, ma'am, do you live around here? You know about the castle?
Castle? Oh, I live nearby, but I don't live there. It's kind of a dangerous place. You really should avoid going there.
Yeah, that's what I had been told. I didn't listen, which is probably a mistake. But hey, if I didn't come over here, I wouldn't have met you.
Indeed. So what is a handsome young lad like yourself doing out here, looking for a swordsman?
Well, we're in a guild together. We were on an adventure, but my swordsman got stolen. I was gonna look for him so we can finish our adventure.
Her head kind of turns slightly.
He's over here.
Unfortunately, I do need to go. Sorry. But maybe we should finish this some other time. She's gonna come up and just give you a big hug. It smells really good. And then she kind of like walks off through the trees.
Bye, lady. Wow, what a nice lady.
Would there have been a chance that if she has him, that Misfit would have picked up the scent?
Oh, he's nowhere near here.
But if she's been near him,
Mm-mm. He never came this way. All right. So Misfit's lost in here, wandering around. About 2 hours later, as Serena kind of like searches the area and does things, you guys finally get within range so that you can communicate.
Unless we're talking to her directly.
We were heading towards the castle, so you can see her out in the field. But it's like 2 hours later.
Is Serena out in the open field? I don't think so.
Up to Serena.
If there's no one around at the moment, she's trying to act as a... or she's mowing, playing some music.
Yeah. So you see Serena kind of like sitting near to the edge of where she lost Misfit.
Okay.
You guys all reconvene other than Misfit. What do you guys do?
Hello, everyone. Troubling news. Misfit has vanished.
Where did he go?
Well, we were coming back from over there, and I got the feeling that I triggered some form of tree trap. He tripped, throwing me back this way, and when I was able to get up, he was simply gone.
Alright, I will go retrieve him. I should head back to town.
So you know what happened to him?
I can't say much more right now, but I will retrieve him for you.
Why?
I'll explain later, but I cannot explain right now. You will just need to trust me.
You've been saying that a lot.
Very well.
I will bring him back to you safely. If I'm not back in a day, find Edgar. He'll know what to do. And he just starts walking towards the
How do we
castle.
find this Edgar?
Just keep your ears open. And you just watch as he disappears through the mist.
Alright. We're just going to have to trust him. Misfit did have one more lead on that. We can start looking there.
Oh, and if it's a chance to tell you, apparently there was a monster and Soup is following him.
Sure.
His team is back at the inn, probably, so they probably did get his.
So Zoop's out on his own, following a monster as well.
Yep.
Any thoughts on that, Belle?
Well, let's deal with one problem at a time, shall we? Douglas, Stuart has Misfit. We need to get Vash back, then we can worry about Zoop.
I mean, hours of your town, probably.
You're cutting out, Sumber.
Hmm.
I think you're a bit far from your mic.
He's a little.
It was probably 2 hours old, not maybe more, so maybe 5 hours old at this point. He can handle himself.
How's that going? Otherwise, the guild is going to be down a mage. We can inform his team on the way back. Come on,
Are you gonna
let's
send
go.
back? Okay.
You're
You
really
sure
gonna
you're
be
straight back?
heading back on skeleton horses? That's gonna look really bad.
You can dismount him after you get out.
We'll let them sit outside.
Don't worry, guys. We're definitely not friends with the necromancer. Disregard the skeleton horses.
It's just a coincidence. There was like the stable, and there were these horses, and
All right, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, and then we're gonna finish 2 things, and then we'll pause. But I got 2 good things to finish. Be right back.
I could probably major image them.
Do what you want. But there's no boss around now.
I only got 10 minutes actually. Major image not gonna help.
I could conceal all of them, but it would take a lot of effort. Something I am very much lacking the energy to do at this point.
I mean, we're probably gonna go to sleep, right, and wait for Misfit.
We have one more trail to follow. One much less perilous.
And that would be
There were 2 branching paths back toward town. We inevitably chose the more dangerous of the 2. But the other one was going. I can't remember what the direction was, which should say which direction. This woman, and she'll hold up the picture, as the woman that Vash was seen with. We're not entirely sure why or how, but considering he was willing to simply give away one of his very precious swords to a child, something's not right.
Yeah. He's sad. Because he's
All
a
right.
sad man.
Misfit, you're up first.
Yes.
So, unable to get out. You go past the trees, or do you stay at the tree line?
Go past him. But first, I want to cast Future Plans.
Okay, easy enough to do. You would like to speak to one of the cool trees, I'm assuming?
Yes.
What would you like to talk to the tree about?
Who planted you?
Our friend planted us.
Right.
Do you protect the castle?
Protect the valley.
From what?
Castle.
Oh. Is there something bad in the castle?
Not anymore.
Then why does the valley need protecting still?
Because the world is long.
Welcome, traveler.
Danger is ever present. Place must be protected.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not really sure. Have you ever tried photosynthesis?
I have actually a couple times. But
You could always back up next to me and be a tree like us.
you're supposed to have green to photosynthesize, and I don't really have a lot of green.
We don't have much green either.
Yeah, you don't have much green, do you?
Stars. You do need to be here. Keep this
Yeah.
place safe.
I think I'm lost. Do you know how to
Lost,
get out of
lost,
the
huh?
falls?
Not sure. Never left.
Hmm.
Could
Have you
ask our
seen-
friend. Ask our friend. Yes, you should ask him.
Who's your friend? Do you know his name?
The planter, the great one.
Where could I find him?
wanders the woods from time to time.
Yeah, if I wait right here, do you think he'll come by?
I don't know. Eventually, he might. He likes it on Tuesdays, maybe Thursday.
What day is it?
We don't even know.
Oh,
And they
man,
all
me
start
neither.
giggling.
He might be here a while.
Well,
Hey, have you seen my friend? He's a swordsman. He's got long blonde hair. Name is
Ever seen a
Dash.
swordsman? No, not seen a swordsman. Nothing like that in ages. No, not that one.
Guess he didn't come in here.
Maybe went over the bridge. He didn't go over the bridge. He could have gone over the bridge. The bridge? No, he never would have gone over the bridge.
What bridge?
The bridge, past the woods, the bridge for the walking over the woods.
There's a bridge over the woods? Where?
And all you watch a bunch of trees just point through on a path. You were not able to walk over the bridge. No, not over the bridge.
Is
Very
it a special
specific.
bridge?
Very special bridge, very specific bridge. It will never let you walk over.
How do you walk over it?
I don't know. It says on the bridge. Do you know how to read?
Oh man, That's a loaded question. I've been doing my best, but I'm not
We've
so
never
good with
learned
the
to
big
read,
words.
but if you can read, maybe you might learn the way over the bridge.
Oh,
We've never been over the bridge.
To walk over the bridge, you must put one foot in front of the other.
And they just motioned the way towards the bridge. Do you proceed?
yeah. Thanks. I'll go check out that way.
Walk about 20 minutes. Eventually, you come to this bridge that goes over this canyon that leads up towards Vardenhold. There's a archway over the bridge on the side you are on. What languages do you speak?
Bear, common, druidic, infernal, undercommon.
It does say, in something similar to Infernal, only the dead shall pass.
Well, I died once. Does that count?
Good question. If you feel that this is a qualification you may have, you can certainly walk across.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
What spell?
I take out the bones that I bought.
Sure.
And I'm gonna cast augury.
Ooh.
I'm gonna consult the bones.
Okay. What do you ask the bones?
Oh, magic bones. I'm in quite the pickle. Do you think it will help me find my friend if I cross this bridge? Oh, man, I should be more specific. Is that specific enough? I don't know if that's specific enough.
You didn't define which friend.
My friend, Vash. Can I roll my bones?
Bones. Get nothing but woe.
Oh, it's not ideal. I don't think he's over there.
You do, Misfit.
Well, the trees recommended the bridge. And of course I trust the trees. I'm gonna ask another question.
Excellent.
Reread the spell. Okay. Will I see my friends tomorrow if I cross the bridge?
Bones tell you nothing.
Don't tell me nothing. Well, I don't know if I'm technically even dead to cross the bridge. I don't want to risk being dead to cross the bridge, so I think I'm just gonna park myself right here.
Right, so you just sit at the bridge and wait. After it feels like about 3 hours, you hear a voice from behind you. Misfit!
Doug?
You just see Douglas. Oh, thank goodness.
Hey,
Oh, and he just runs up to you and just gives you a big hug. I thought I lost you.
did you get lost too?
No, I know exactly where we are. Come on, let's go. We have to go.
Oh, okay.
You can't be here. I told you not to come here.
Yeah, I was looking for Vash. I thought he came this way, and I got snatched.
He just like looks awkwardly back at the bridge and then just continues leading you forward back through the trees.
Hey, what is that bridge? I was talking to the weird trees about it.
You should never come here, Misfit. Promise me you'll never come here again. Please.
I'm
Puppy dog
just
eyes.
gonna kind of look at him a little strangely, and then I give him a grin. I kind of pat his back. You keep a lot of secrets, Doug, but I still trust you. I promise. I won't come back again.
He just smiles at you. After about 30 minutes of walking, Keith leads you out of the fog and you're back in the field. We'll pause for you. However, everyone arriving back at town. By the time you make it back down, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. However, the quiet calm you would typically expect at 3 o'clock in the morning is not present.
Oh.
There seems to be a lot of commotion from the eastern end of town and a lot of light from that direction.
Alright.
A lot of people are out of bed, in the streets.
That doesn't look good. Was that the other direction that was indicated?
It was towards the east. But you can talk to people on the street if you want.
Yeah, she'll approach some
Hold
random
on.
people.
Oh, there was some sort of crime.
What's
A
this?
fire, a break-in at
Adventure
the
Brothers.
new Adventure Brothers store.
Mm.
Oh,
That's
boy.
not good.
A man was killed.
Doug?
In what manner?
What does he look like?
Don't know. We don't know. Haven't seen anything. We just heard what people are talking about.
Well, I'm going back to the inn. See ya.
Earl. Say it ain't so.
Well, I'm going to check it out.
Valhalla then.
I head back to or go to Venture.
All right. Serena and Tanya. Amelia.
Sorry, not Amelia.
Anyone else?
I'm going to put a little distance between me and Serena.
Where does you go to the inn, or do you go with to go see the commotion?
I'll see what the commotion's about.
I'm also going
All right.
to be sure to wear a different face.
Mm-hmm. So
Just
you
in
guys
case.
go to look. It seems like there has been some sort of major incident outside of the Adventure Brothers store. You see like a lot of fire damage and collateral, like just damage to the building itself and things around it. There is a body laying on the ground with a tarp over it. And then there's like 3 other ones.
I am going to
Just outside. And you see from the inside they bring out like 2 more.
I'm going to meld into the shadows, and I'm going to go take a peek at those bodies.
Inside or outside?
I'm going to start off with the outside ones because
Just remember the
that-
inside, there is the anti
Yep.
belt. As you go look to see, you don't recognize these individuals. Roll a investigation.
Well,
Kind of look about. They don't really have many markings. You don't recognize them at all.
What about nature of injuries?
Some slashing wounds, a couple of magical wounds. One of them, their neck is snapped, like unnaturally. And then there's one that's like bleeding out of every hole in their body.
She's gonna kind of just gonna look around for a high point she can get to.
It's not really anything over a single story.
Well, any roof will do. She'll climb up onto the, or she'll try and climb up onto one of the roofs, and then she's gonna kind of use her keen elven eyes to see if she can't spot any familiar swordsmans.
Don't see anything specifically. However, roll a D100.
7.
You look and you see on the floor inside. Let me send you a whisper. Serena.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia, you'd probably see this outside of the suit. It's about this time you see as they carry outside of the building
Yeah.
a body with an arm draped down over the side with very similar armor to a swordsman.
Gonna hastily make her way down, gonna sneak through the crowd, stay melded, and try and get a better peek.
Yeah, it's just one arm that's sticking out.
Is she able to try and get down and try and peek under part of the cloth?
And you would have to walk up to it.
Yeah,
But you can certainly try.
Mhm.
You walk
She's
over after they
invisible.
set it down.
Yep.
You pull it back.
Not fully pull it back, just kind of lift up a small part of it, trying to be subtle, not noticed.
Let me send you a whisper, and you can do as you will.
Does she see Amelia in the crowd?
Yeah, probably back behind you.
Okay, I'll establish a telepathic connection. It's fast.
Belmer,
Yeah.
as you head back to kind of the end while they're all going there, do as you will. A familiar woman approaches you inside.
I've never met her.
Oh, yeah, then just a woman approaches you inside.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, lady.
Is your name Velmer?
If it is.
Sorry, Tim, and she looks very upset. I was supposed to give this to you. And she just hands you a scroll.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And she leaves.
Alright, unravel it.
It's a summoning room.
What does that mean?
Like a scroll. It summons something.
What does it summon?
You can't tell. Like, you know it's a summon. It summons something to you, like an item. You don't know
Okay.
what it is until you summon it, though.
I'll wait to do that in my room. But any of the other Tipsy Fox teams still up and about at this time, or did they?
No,
all
they're all in bed.
I'm gonna wake one of them up.
Which one?
The fifth door.
Fuck, why you gotta pick on Fumble, man? What? We didn't find him yet. Stop! Why are you waking me up?
Zoop's in the North Mountains, and I'm gonna hand a pouch.
Which pouch?
Cran pouch.
Which one? Oh, his crayon pouch?
Yeah, his cran pouch. Zoop's in the
Aw.
North Mountains all by himself.
And he's trying to like semi-pro. He's just like this dumbfounded, like he'll figure it out.
Yeah, and then I'll shut the door and go to my room.
All right, you go to your room.
And I don't have Zoop's cran pouch, and I will, activate the summoning room.
All right, so you go through the steps of activating the room. Roll a d100.
I have to take it.
It's fitting enough though.
Uh-huh.
So as you go and you summon it, you watch the rune light up. I'm going to whisper to you what appears in front of you. If you choose to share it, it's up to you. If not, we'll end there for the week.
I meant to ask earlier too, before we had left, if Douglas, I'm like, do you mind if I keep this? And
Oh, he gave it to you. That's why he wanted to teach you. So
Okay.
you now have it's called the talking needle. So basically once per day you can use Speak with Dead for free.
okay, cool.
So Vel, you go and you activate the scroll. Anything you want to say or pause here?
What the fuck? and I leave the inn.
All right. And that is Roll Pause for tonight, everybody.
Nice.
Good
Thank
game,
you for
folks.
running, sir. What are we doing Friday?
I think we're going to go see about a 4-day countdown to see if we're making popcorn or nuclear explosions.
Nice. And I guess since it's not official because it's not 9:55 in the morning, but it is past midnight here, so technically by the calendar I'm 52 years old now.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy
But it's not
birthday.
official till 9:55 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
not
don't-
just
I'm an old man now.
Do you got any traditions that you do?
No,
Oh.
it's just another day. The only thing that
Okay.
I like is just my family tell me happy birthday, give me a hug. That's good enough for me.
Dad life, man. Dad
That's
life for
sweet.
sure.
That's been
That's
that's
sweet.
well, yeah,
Technically,
dad life, but I mean, all my life birthdays have been just another day. So
In the good
I'm
way,
the same
kinda
with you.
way.
I'm with you.
Well, thank you everyone who hung out. Very few tonight. I don't know if that's because of us starting early or just an off night, but thank you to those who did show up. If you'd like to catch any replays or some of the other campaigns you may have not seen, you can do so on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follows, and shares are appreciated. And if you'll hang on, I think Armin's doing some painting. We'll jump over there. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week. Night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. And
Night,
Tech Day,
everyone.
wrong game.
No.
That is not.